Hey guys, we come back. Welcome everyone to Motivations and Memoirs. Of course, we are your hosts this evening. I am Alberico, and this is my Spooky.
I'm Colin.
And we are here to continue, of course, our story. We thank you so much for the overwhelming support that you have given us, the words of encouragement, the whole shebang. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Thank you so much for sharing. Yes, we come back. We had a little break in transmission. Yeah, had a lot of stuff to deal with, and as such, we decided to forego recording for 2 weeks, but we come back. Gentle people, of course, in our last video we shared, and for those persons who I wonder what we are talking about, because this may be your first time, click in the description box and you will see our story, how we met, and again what we talk about.
Oh, you come and Spanish don't come look for me.
You come back with it. Whatever. And the crashed wedding. And yeah. So we are here to share now about our first year of marriage.
Wow.
Let me tell
It
you.
was a year of marriage.
If you are married or you're planning to get married, I want you to understand that there is hope for marriages. The enemy wants people to believe that you're married and it not work out and it can't work out and this happen and everything happens, and because of all what happen it can't work out, I'm not gonna bother, I'm not give up. But the devil is a liar. Marriage is supposed to make us grow, to make us better, but it's not automatic. No.
No, you got to make it work.
Yeah,
You got to work it.
exactly. And I think that is one of the problems with people. They're married and they expect perfection. Hello, it never happen. Remember, when you were dating and you were courting, you saw this pretty girl, this handsome man, and you fell in love, and oh, you just wanted to start a life. When you guys get married, is the same pretty girl and the same handsome man come together, but you are now living together, because before you talk, you whatever meet, and you go about your business, everybody go on them yard. When you are married, you're now living together, up in one another face.
So all the bad habits that you deny, that you see, it is going to come right at you now. You saw it, but you deny it. You pretend as if you never see it. So, but it going to come right at you now. So you got to know how to deal with it.
Yeah, like he saw that I was stubborn. But him stubborn too. I'm stubborn more than me. We'll tell you about that. But he saw that I was stubborn, and his sister saw, one of his sisters saw, and said to him, so she's stubborn. And him say, yeah man, me know.
But me die of fear.
Right, so you're now living together in the same habitat, and you can't hide. So as he said, if you were pretending all along, say, you were this goody, no, you really can't pretend much. Well, you can probably still pretend for a little while, babes, but it's gonna come out. Your natural self is eventually going to come out. So that a problem. Jesus, when my bad habit, for him bad habit came out, and your bad habit and your spouse bad habit comes out, and then there's a clash of characteristics and personality and blah blah blah. And as he says, you have to be prepared to do the work. Marriage is work. Marriage is not 40 hours per week work. You go to work and you work for 8 hours and you come at your yard. And you work from Monday to Friday, or some purposes work from Monday to Saturday, and you come at your yard. You work 8 hours and come home. That is not marriage. Marriage is work
24/7. It's a life that that put you together. You are going to live together. You are going to do everything together.
Right.
You are going to see each other every day. Some things you are gonna like, some things you're not gonna like. But regardless how it go, you have to go live with it, and you got to make it work. So when it bad, you got to try and fix it. When it not suits you, you got to try and fix it. And I can tell you, especially the first year of marriage,
Mad.
it is no honeymoon. It is knowing or begin to know the person who you married. I believe that in the first year of marriage, getting to know the person who you married. Because let me tell you something, when you are court, a totally different person after you leave the honeymoon room.
I'm your wife now.
Right.
I'm your husband.
Right. So it's
So-
really a tough time.
Yeah. But you said something too, and as you said it, it pops in my head that you said that you're going to do everything together. You are supposed to do everything together. And that is a problem too, because the Bible says in Genesis, I don't remember the verse now, I think it's in chapter 2, when God put Adam and Eve together, and the Bible says, a man shall leave his family and cleave. One of the problems that we find in marriages too is that persons have not left and have not started to cleave. So the wife comes, but she takes her family, or the husband comes and he takes his family, and that is really not what is to happen. The Bible says, left them over there so and cleave.
And cleave, yes.
Right. And it really is important that they leave it, and I mean that you're abandoning your family, you know, but take your family out of your marital business and tell your mother about, and I said this already, you tell your mother or your siblings about the man or the woman, and then they begin to resent and abangarang, that a problem that you start in your life, right? They say no, cause them not gonna like this maddy, not care what, or you after whatever, right? We want to involve them in the affairs and tell them what go on and all of that. No. So we're supposed to be doing things together. You're married, you're supposed to be doing things together, man. Attend family functions, or it look for you over your function, your family function, and me over this. So I mean, me not come, or my family function, and it just, you know. So we are supposed, as married people, we're supposed to be doing things together. We're not a secrets. And me I go this so, and my husband I go this so, and we don't know. No. And this goes for relationships too. So you may not yet be married and you're planning to get married. There should be no secrecy in marriage, in the sense that you hide around here so, and him a hide around here so. No, because you're now one. The Bible says, leave, cleave, and you now become one. And I said earlier that marriage is supposed to make us better. In my first year of marriage, hey, I was storm. Personally, me can talk for myself. I was storm and stress for my husband, literally. I had you remember you look like
Me want to
yeah, listen,
understand if that is
my confession.
if that
Mean
is
that
an
I was
understatement.
is an understatement. You can't that I can't understatement. You have it is was I worse than being a storm?
Maybe,
Oh my god.
maybe tornado.
People, you need guys need understand that we don't plan what we're what is going to be said when we do our recordings, you know. So some of the things that you hear come out, it just
It's
come
just the
out.
truth.
These are uncut videos, so understand, guys. But seriously, so for me, me did full. I had temper like cross.
Temper, jealousy, cross, not, don't have much sense, no maturity.
So hold on, you did what kind of maturity you did expect?
You did show maturity when we are court, but after that when we get married, you don't show the maturity.
What kind of maturity me did show in our court?
Yeah, you did act like you're a big woman. But no, after the first year of
I
marriage,
21, no big woman that.
well, you was a woman, but never a big woman.
Alright, so the first year,
Yeah, the first year was really, really rough, and
Did you want to change your mind?
no, not a matter of saying change my mind, because I came into this marriage not to leave. So I definitely know that I am gonna work the marriage. I have to find a way to make it work. And I remember this woman,
Oh, yeah, call this woman. Me? I mean, your address?
Mrs. Thomas, just used to quarrel, just quarrel, for nothing at all. I mean, quarrel, just
For
quarrel,
nothing,
quarrel, for nothing
Babes,
at all.
nothing?
Let me say nothing at all.
People don't believe that. Me a quarrel for nothing, I must up me a quarrel about.
And I remember one day she quarrel. I don't know what to answer. No, I am a person who me talk back now. Those days me
Mr.
never.
People, all them so look here, you see him?
I
Mr.
talk back
Quarrel.
no. I talk back no. You understand? But
Let
I
me
never
say a
used to
thing.
talk back.
So Mr. Quarrel because I am alright, so I am a I like things ordered and organized and planned. Him is just the spur of the moment and whatever, and so me can't work with that because me like, for argument's sake, me set the place a certain way. I want if it and so, and him will come and him just pull it there so, and but don't me just do this. Yeah, all of that in the first year too, you know, the disorganization of sometimes it's the wife too, you know, because you have some man when neat, you know. And
Well.
and now put on this and now put on that, so but the wife now untidy, so you can have roles on a transfer, what the word? Mix up. So it can be, because most cases I think probably statistics would say that the men tends to have a higher volume then of men who are untidy. But then you have some whole heap of women too who are untidy and whatever. So, you know, it's sort of. So, me used to quarrel about that.
Yeah, well, yes, but the first year in a marriage, you was just a tidy freak. Because when you come in and the place is untidy, and if it go and take
the
you
first
till,
year, I know.
if it go and take you
Well.
2 o'clock that night, no care your time to tidy it, to get things up, you're doing it.
And bear in
Okay.
mind, then I used to, probably, because sometimes at one stage, Lord Jesus, if we married, you remember? So, shortly after we got married, we moved to Clarendon.
Yeah.
And then when the gentleman changed his mind and we didn't get the business again, we moved from there to another place in same client in Maypen. And then no, that was when life did get hard.
Yeah, but before that, before we look on the hardness of the life, because the hardness of the life may cause us to be a little wiser
Yeah.
and things like that. But in the first year before we moved to this, just like when we just moved to Maypen, it was just like, I don't know, just like bees in a gourdy. You ever hear about bees in a gourdy?
Me
Just
never hear
she-
about that hour.
Well, fine. Just a sing, sing, sing. And I remember this woman get up a quarrel one day, a quarrel. I don't know where she a quarrel. I don't know what to do. And I remember I see she in the bed a quarrel, and I go over her see, and I drop a prayer upon her.
And he was like,
I
and he was like, and come on.
I,
Say, you stand up first and you look, and then you just come to Father, in the name of Jesus. That was like a whammy. Me I say, no sir. I mean, they quote me hot well. I mean, a man come lay hands on you and pray. And God, I don't know what is wrong, but in the name of Jesus. Me I feel I kept quiet, but it was quiet down. I mean, guys, me don't know. I can't even say what me no,
it was just what
I
happened?
disagree over the least
Yeah,
little thing.
the
We couldn't
simplest of things.
agree on
Right.
he wanted this, I wanted that, and we quarrel. And I mean, we never have to quarrel.
Right, because
It's just to say, all right. I've learned no, cause he's hello people in stubborn like in not stubborn in stubborn like me.
you know, I remember on one occasion, there's a deacon from my former church that died, and I really want to go to the funeral. She don't want me to go,
Oh
and I decide that I'm gonna go to the funeral. And I remember got dressed, my silk white shirt, my turling and wool, black pants, ready for my shoes. Can't find my shoes. She hide my shoes. Don't know where she hide my shoes. So I said, look here, I don't really business. So I have a real old twist up, bottle up, half slippers. And I just put it on and just said, me I go at the funeral. And I remember.
I mean, never know say man go and hear me him now go him now wear that shoes a go. So me I look say him a go, him walk out of the house, but me think say him not gone no way.
You know, and I remember walk and leave Maypen, come to Spanish Town at the funeral. It was Deacon Malcolm funeral that held that Glad Tidings Open Bible. And I came to the funeral and look inside and see at the window and look inside, and when I look down for my foot, I said, no sir, I cannot afford to get nobody to
Oh man.
you know.
Oh,
So, you know, I head back home. But I was embarrassed, I was vexed, I was disturbed. I think it was one of the most serious time, very, very most serious time.
I mean, I think that it's a serious, but people, I didn't know, alright, because remember, you know, so we just moved from Kingston to Maypen. Me don't know nobody down there. Me not have no family down there. We didn't have any friends. We just moved at this new place, and him and go and left me. Because I couldn't go, because remember, we were running a business, so the two of we can't lock up the business and gone, so I couldn't go with him. And I beg him, you know, you don't have to go, you don't have to go, yes, him have to go, blah, blah, blah. So, I just decided, I got hide the shoes, because him not gonna go if him not have that, him good shoes, me hide him shoes. So, We are going with the old shoes. The man take up himself and him gone. And people, honestly, I used to test him too. Confession.
Really?
Yeah, me used to test him because you want to know the person that you're married to. Me not tell him, you not forgot do it because thank God I am married to somebody whose head is on his body, he has self-control. Me not tell nobody if he try it. I tested him to serious points, breaking points, because I wanted to see, you know, if I did this, how he would react. Come on now, me I live with too. Yeah, so that was probably, well, me not think you did wrong. But just that, I'm just saying to persons, I think testing our partners is okay, but we have to be careful of how far we go.
So was it no? That's why you dash with the ring.
Cheese and peas, no. So
But
no, that was not why.
well, I never knew I was getting tested. So everything that I act on, I act naturally.
Well, no. So with the ring now, I don't remember what it happened. I just know say we are argue about something. Me and argue because him not argue. Might be if he used to argue, you know, might be things would have gone different. But you can imagine you talk, alright, something upset you and you talk about it. Not a word.
But me argue now and you not like what me I say.
Look here now. Don't even go there. In that talk, I mean I say, I don't care what, and him just long and look at me in that talk. I mean, I'm young. No, if I'm at that point where I'm saying something and I'm not argue. I'm mature now, so I'm gonna know say whatever. But one of the things that we had, thankfully, was that we decided that me not know if we did decide. Did we make a decision? I think it just automatically happened. So when me cross and me a quarrel, him not say a word. And then the other side would be he would be upset about something. And then he might say whatever. But film upset then and not upset. No film upset.
Thought up. Yeah, then
But then
it's
so him not really would have be saying anything much, but may I listen to him and me know say whatever go down, him not pleased with it. Oh, film, so him quiet. He not talk. And I know that I go too far, so him mad, but he would not show me that he's mad. So the flip side now was that I would see that he's upset about something. Me I laugh. Right? Me find it whatever upset him so funny. But what that did was really ease tension, you know. So when me upset, you not upset. When him upset, me not upset.
That happened automatically in our life.
Even now, up to now.
Whenever time there's a seriousness and she cross, me just no vex. And when me vex, she just don't vex. And it really happened in our lives.
And it
That
worked.
way, and it really works.
Trust
You
me,
understand?
if the two of it cross one time, I probably
Because
not,
you know, the very first time I saw this, I remember I was angry about something, not sure what it was, and she was making mockery. Look at your nose. I mean, that really get me cross. But she continued to do that. So the two of us end up laughing. You know, so you know, we continues like this.
I mean, now, hey, I don't want to know how they look at my husband nose, you know. I broke here, cricket ball. Broke him nose. So, I don't want to know how they look. Don't because you hear him say, me I talk about him nose, and I don't try it, you know. Oh.
You know, so I mean, you see, I don't know, but love, respect, for each other, and I think Christian discipline That is it. Because one thing I do not know how to come back after disrespect.
Yeah, and that was one thing that we so he was strong on that or from the onset that because as you would have heard in our videos, in our last videos, that we spoke in courtship, we talk about everything. So this was I don't think we spoke about this in courtship, but I know when we got married, I can't remember this particular respect thingy, but me know when we got married, we laid down. He was the one, because he was strong on that, because he was always saying, you see, what I don't want. I've heard like a man and his wife quarreling, and you hear the wife a style up the man, or the man a style up the wife, and the whole community are here and all of that, and so he in the initial stage said, listen to me, you said that we not care what happened, you know, we're not going to disrespect each other, we're not going to call names, we're not going to whatever, you know. So he was strong on that. And yes, he did say, because when disrespect comes in a marriage, it's like
It's over. I don't. It's not easily come back after you start disrespect your partner. You understand? So I really do not believe in that, and I cannot angry enough to disrespect my wife. No, you understand? No, I will not. You understand? And because I'm not easily come back from disrespect. You know, you disrespect me, or I disrespect you. That friendship is just done. Some way, somewhere. I not come back from that. So I try my best not to disrespect anybody, as a matter of fact. I am like that. You know, so I think the respect that we show each other from the onset
contributed
really,
a whole lot.
yeah,
The stance, because it's a foundation, you know. So people, you go into marriage, and you lay your foundation, you set your cards right, and you say, listen to me, this is what we're working with, this is how we're going to roll when this happens, this is what we're going to do, this is how we want it, Ray. And so it's a foundation. You build a platform to say this is it, and you branch off into different areas. So you set boundaries, you set limits, and you establish goals. This is what we want for our marriage. We learned it over the years. It's not something, because marriage takes time to build, you know. You work on it, and it takes time to build it and establish it solid, you know. It's not an overnight thing. In the first year, for whatever reasons, we were arguing. Me I argue, because as I say, I argue. And I don't remember what I'm saying. And it wasn't this ring. And I just take off the ring. And I was outside, he was on the veranda. And I just take off the ring with me out of order. Face me, my face, you know. Take off the ring and say, hey, see your ring there? Me don't want it. And when I threw it on the veranda, I saw when I threw both of them on the veranda, I saw when one bumped and came off the veranda. And I saw the direction, because me I dash the ring, but me not really
I dash it.
I dash the ring, and I want to know which one the ring there. So I fling the ring give him and said, take back that, me don't want your ring. And then one end up on the veranda, one stayed on the veranda, the other one, boom, and my seat go over into the grass. I got me walk off that, but I saw where it landed, and then I walked off and got about my business. The next thing about us is that in our marriage, we had our arguments, our constant arguments, but we never like drag it out. So me upset, I'm a quarrel and whatever, but in a few minutes we're back. So by the time me get cross and fling with the ring and go round, and I remember walking around the going to the back of the house and went in the shop, and I cool off, I good. Me go back out now. No, Mr. To him say, give me my ring. Because him take up the ring. Because we make up back. I'm going to say, give me my ring. Him give me the ring. I think it was a wedding band. And the engagement ring we couldn't. So, me go out now and I look. I search. Can't find the ring. Me look which part the ring. Where I saw the ring fell, not a ring. I search. I said, let me see. Now where the ring there? I mean, I said, you don't see the ring? Search, no ring. I think your dog cut the grass, though.
I don't quite remember, but
the time him have the ring, you know, people. And we make up back and we nice now, you know. Can't find my ring. So I wear the band. And then 1 week
but
gone.
The engagement ring you wear.
Oh, the band did last. Okay. 1 week gone. No ring. 2 week. No ring. So I resigned myself now to my fate that I threw away my wedding ring and it lost. I'm a fool too, you know, because which party could have did last? Too. Me never that think. Which party could have last? And the two away did there. Nobody else never did in the yard for go take it up. But I resigned myself to my fate that I threw away my ring. Me dash with the ring and it miraculously disappeared. And so it is on me now because I feel me fault, so me have to go buy back myself one ring. And so I'm saying to him, I went to the so because I normally go to Kingston every week for a church, and I don't necessarily would come back this Sunday evening. I'd probably come back the Monday morning. But however I go, I went to the jewelry store and look on the ring, and I came back and I telling him that I went and looked on rings and this is the cost and may I go buy, may I go pay down or whatever. And the man listened to me and then I say a word. So in my sleep, you dog.
I remarried him by putting back the ring on your finger.
Wicked enough. I'm sleeping and
well, I guess you wake up while
because I can feel when they take up my hand. And so I wake up and I feel the ring. Man, I put on back the ring on my finger. And I jump up and say, you wicked. Yeah. But trying about the ring was just overreacting because there was nothing for me. Dash with the ring. Me just feel like I go like my ball and feel like say, you know, I want to tell him say, keep your ring. After I need your ring, go away, whatever. But I mean, from the first year of our marriage and the storm and stress and the struggles and you know the coming together, as I said, a clash of personalities and learning about him and him learning about me, the bad habits that both of us had. We grew to build on those, and thank God it never ever broke us, because as you would have heard in the last video, we went into marriage with one thing in our head, that divorce was not an option. Whenever I left, we were not none of us were going to get fed up and pack up and go about with business and say me done. Yeah. And of course me the one sometimes runway for a little while, but me never have nobody for runway go too. You know, when Mr. Thomas got pig-headed and wouldn't listen.
Who head?
Stubborn and pig-headed, I
You
said.
said pig-headed.
That's what I said. I wouldn't, you know, see reason in some things and then just go down and just make some food mistake and this bad decision or whatever. And I mean, it affects us. It affects me, you know, and whatever. But I thank God that I one of the thing too, guys, is that when your marriage is built on Jesus Christ,
The solid rock.
it don't mean say, whoa, it don't mean say life easy, but
It's tough. We believe, well, I believe with all of my heart that this is the woman the Lord want me to marry. That's what I believe that. But the truth of it is that it was tough financially. It was really, really, really,
that
really,
again,
really,
because the man
really.
at work good, and then with the
Yeah.
incident with the marriage and no work, and then after it's like work just locked down, is like, my
Yeah.
God, what just
And
just
two, one of the
locked
thing,
down.
after we leave Kingston, there was a phone number that everybody have for me. But after we leave Kingston now,
Because then it was
nobody,
a landline,
right,
yeah.
nobody know where to
Where,
find
right.
us. So that was really the breaking down of work and so forth. But it was really hard, man, hard. But the Lord turn it around. You understand? Because I have seen great what I must call it, entrepreneurship in
Entrepreneurship, yeah,
in you, because I remember
yeah.
I used to go now leave Maple and go to Spanish Town, hang out in case work turn up, because I used to work in Spanish Town and I was a freelance worker. I work off my skills. And I mostly go Spanish Town Monday morning and may come back Friday. But I remember one Friday I came in with about maybe $600 or $700. And I know I give my wife $500. Well, we had food, I guess we had food for that weekend. And the following weekend when we come back, this woman have money. She used some of the money that I give her, which is $500, by I guess
Not
Irish
remember how
potato, Irish potato and butter, and the rest by $10 a pound cloth in Pablo and Maypen, and make underpant 90 and
American
everything.
Dream.
Oh, it's American Dream.
Pablo never there Maypen. It was American Dream, and there was this, I think, Ori. Yeah, Ori, American Dream.
Right, and to buy some $10 a pound cloth and make some little things and walk and sell and
House dress and nighty,
yeah, and it's spread
underpants.
from Maypen to town,
Yeah.
then it one of the time become
With
a
my little
business.
machine, no surge, just one little domestic machine I had.
So
And
It-
that did spread,
yeah,
That did
yeah,
spread where I used to. That was a good start, yeah. And when they saw it, I said, "Where you get?" It was shocked, like
yeah.
what you say? I said, me buy whatever. Cause remember he's not there, cause he would come home Monday morning, him gone hustle, and I'm alone until Friday. So when him come back Friday, make things and sell and carry things come at Kingston. And I remember I had drop off points because one person tell one and others were coming in and all of that. Yeah. That was when I first started to sew and sell. And I started making mesh tops and jeans, whatever, so with some floral and jeans, either the floral at the top or at the bottom. Yeah, that was good. But and one of the things too was that we had God. God was our source. So I wasn't looking on the fact that him not have no money. We were just in this to build life. I mean, we wanted to build our lives together. I know a lot of persons not. You can't tell them that when you're getting married nowadays, and I say this because a few years ago, when our son was probably about, all right, so I think that was about 20. We bought here 2012, and so that would probably be about, how much? We not even know. Anyway, he was a teenager, still going to school. And one day we were just here talking, me attack. I had one of my nieces living with me at the time, and I was just sharing with them and say, when you, because I'm always pushing people and telling them that there's nothing. I think my son as what I call super ego, because he thinks that there is absolutely nothing that he cannot accomplish, because I instilled in him, you can be anything, anything that you want to be, as long as you do this, as long as whatever. And I've always, we're always telling that be careful of the decisions that you make, because decisions affect you for the rest of your life, either negatively or positively, so ensure that you make good decisions. And so in one of my normal lecture, because me just,
she's a lecturer, me tell you that. She lectures on everything.
Always.
If she tell you don't move this phone case, she's going to tell you why you not move it, and why you move it, and why should I move it. And that is,
and he hates that.
Yes, I hate that. I told him, I said, why lecture? Don't tell me nothing move it.
But me tell him say nothing move it, and him still move it. So me have to tell him the reason why. So, and that was how I lectured my son. That's how I lectured my sisters and my nieces and my nephews. So I'm here now lecturing, giving a lecture to say, life gets hard at times, but blah blah blah. Once you're resilient, once you make up your mind, say, you can do this, you are going to do it. And I share some of my life, my story, them all people, they tell me this and tell me that. I shared a video on Facebook a few days ago that I know people, and I had it on my status, and was, oh, I lectured my son. That's how I lectured my sisters and my nieces and my nephews. So I'm here now lecturing, giving a lecture to say, life gets hard at times, but blah blah blah. Once you're resilient, once you make up your mind, say, you can do this, you are going to do it. And I share some of my life, my story, them all people, they tell me this and tell me that. I shared a video on Facebook a few days ago that I know people, and I had it on my status, and some people must probably say, but this woman not easy. I did it because I saw myself in that little girl, and is this video with this little girl that is telling the man, say, lick me. I said to somebody, say, make a madman to lick me. And persons, as I say, may critique the child and say this and say that, but I know a lot of people did not stop to listen carefully to the whole events. The child going about her business, and the man, because it's the man talking to him when he must say, I know that, me see her walk down there, so I may hold on upon her. And that's an offense to the child. Where you hold on the child's hand for? When the mother probably teach his child, say, when you go on the road, don't make nobody hold on to you. And so the child flash him off. And then him turn around and go ask her to buy something for him. And she cut her eyes and turn away her head. Now if you see one little picnic cut them hair and turn them head, the picnic no want, not really leave the child alone. Now him bright enough for going off her lick, and so she give it to him. Now I saw the video and I never shared it at first. My aunt sent it to me. And when I saw it, I started to laugh. And by the time I was to respond to my aunt, here, when I saw this video, is you, I remember. I said to her, I fell in love with the child because I saw myself in her. So because of all of this, I always try to tell young people that, listen to me, you can do this, you that, you don't have to listen to the naysayers, blah, 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 blah. So me always a lecture. So in giving one of my lectures to my son and my niece, and I tell him, say, you know, when your father and I got married, we never did have this. And I let the picnic get up. You weren't there. My son got up, and me realize him not interested in what me talk, and him get up and walk towards the kitchen, and him tune me out. So me say, but my niece was listening. So me say, you know me talk to you, you gone. He say, mommy, what you tell me about you and daddy married without fridge? Me not married without fridge. Mommy, me not married unless. Mommy, me. So I'm saying that to say this, that a lot of persons now will not, the things that we did back in the days. Because we come like we all. So you didn't have everything, but you got married because you love this person. You see qualities in this person. Because remember, you know, you must see something in the person to say that, oh, okay, we can make life. And so you go in this thing with this in mind. We're going to work together to build and establish whatever. Now, nowadays, unfortunately, you know, it doesn't happen. And he said something to you some years ago when he was much younger too. Even though he never did listen. Well, he listened, you know, but that particular part he never want to hear, because him say, nah, married if him not have no fridge. But then he said something to you some years after that, you know, daddy, these girls nowadays.
Yeah, he said that loyalty stop with us.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, really see no loyalty, no believe it is out there. He believe it stop with us.
Right. And he also said that the girls, they don't want a man who they make life with. Rather, these young girls are just for a man who has something. You have to have this and you have to have that. No girl, no one make no life with you. Alright, guys, so that's where we leave you for this week. As we continue to look on the topic, yielding or healing in marriage, and we say yes, we want to be healed in our marriages because time too short, life too uncertain. We want our peace of mind, we want spiritual wellness, we want physical wellness as well, and we are preparing for another life, the next life, the better life. A lot of young folks may not understand the stance which we take, but as you go through your marriage and you enjoy your marriage, remember to share with the younger ones, give them tips, tell about their struggles and how you have overcome. Also, guys, please remember, like and share this video, and also remember to subscribe if you have not yet subscribed to the channel. And gentle people, continue to walk good, continue to take care of you as you take care of your spouse. Remember, you have to first take care of yourself, and then when you have taken care of yourself, when you love yourselves, then you will also be able to take care of others and love others. So walk good, and remember to tune in next week, God's willing, and tarry His coming, and our lives are spared for the continuation of this video. Blessings. See you soon.